Hey, greetings YouTube, performance reviews where I give you the review from the technician's point of view. And today I have the LG A9. Now this is not the compressor version that I reviewed before. This is the basic bitch version that you get at Costco. And I want to know if in 2024 this is still a good stick vacuum and still something I would recommend. So we're going to go ahead and just test it today and talk about kind of what it is, what it's not, and what you get. So the first thing, you get a dusting upholstery combo straight off the DC-24 stolen. Not the best tool in the world. And you get a crevice tool and a floor nozzle. So you do get a telescoping wand, kind of a nice feature. Now for some reason there is a docking port on this, but there is nowhere to dock. So it almost makes me wonder if this nozzle was once used on a canister that we never got here in the US. The other thing that this comes with is it comes with an extra battery. That's right, it comes with 2 batteries, which is a big step above a lot of the competition. And you can charge them both at once. You can interchange them without any tools. So when I first reviewed this, this was leaps and bounds ahead of anything Dyson has. And now Dyson does have interchangeable batteries, but the price is what's going to make this thing so appealing to a lot of people. This can be had sub $350. A lot of times I've seen this as low as $250 at Costco. Again, prices in 2024. I'm sure if you're watching this in the future, those prices will go up with inflation. Now the other thing that this is it is a bagless cleaner, which means you do have to take it apart and wash it every time you use it. You have a HEPA filter here that you would change every 6 months to a year. And then this is your washable filter, and it comes with an extra one of those, which I really like. This seal-up system, the way the gasket is and stuff on this is much better than it is on the Dyson, so it actually stays sealed. Again, something I like about that. Of course, you want to go outside if you empty that. The Cyclone comes right apart with the crevice tool, and you can take it out of the unit. Again, all great stuff. The floor tool also will come apart easily with a coin, easy to change. And these bristles seem to last longer than they do on Dyson. Now, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that LG sent me a test unit way back when. That is not how I got this. This was actually dumped on me by somebody who thought it was completely broken. They're like, you want it for parts? I'm like, yeah, I'll take a look at it. And it really just needed a new filter and have its brush filler cleaned. Other than that, it was good to go. So this was pulled out of a couple years of service in the wild, fixed by myself briefly, and now we're doing a video on it. So I think that's gonna talk about the durability of this. This is not great quality, but it is so much better than what you get with Dyson or some of the other cordless things in this price point. Now that being said, would I rather have a bagged vacuum? Yes. Would I rather have a canister vacuum? Yes. Is this going to replace a central vacuum? Absolutely not. So this is meant for quick pickups, and that's, again, its use caseage. This is not meant to be your only vacuum. If you think this is going to be your only vacuum, you are mistaken. That's not what any of these cordless products are right now in 2024. They're designed for quick pickups, and for that, they do all right. Now let's go ahead and talk about one of the weirdest quirks of the machine, something that I still really bothers me to this day, which is when you want to use it, this machine has 2 low settings and 1 normal suction power setting. So normally you would think, oh, I just turn it on and off and go to town. No. So you actually have to turn it on. All right, now the machine is in the suction mode that you want to use. The other 2 do not have enough airflow or suction to clean this head. And luckily, to turn it off, you just turn it off once. I will say, if you have big man hands, you're gonna find that this handle is really uncomfortable. I usually have to use it like this or like this to be comfortable with my hands, but I think if you're of a smaller stature or female, that you're gonna find that this handle is quite comfortable. The rubber hasn't quite melted off yet, which really surprised me on that as well. Why do I have a mess of accessories here? Well, one of the things I discovered is it doesn't have a standard 1.25" fitting, doesn't have a 36mm fitting, it doesn't have 1.25". What does it have? Well, I've got some out of spec stuff. Well, there's a Mila fitting. That's a 34, but it fits real loose. And if we measure this is actually like 33mm. So it is a funky size. Again, I want to show just how asinine this is. Miele dust brush doesn't work at all. Again, the adapter, and now I can use a Miele. So you have to find one of these, and again, these are no longer made by Miele, unfortunately, but that seems to be the way if you wanted to use better accessories on here. And if you were really going to use the accessories, man, I would want some better accessories than what's included here. So that's kind of how we're able to get better accessories. Let us figure out how much working vacuum the damn thing has, because that in and of itself is interesting. 21 inches of working vacuum is damn decent for a cordless machine, and 90 inches of sealed suction is almost unheard of. Again, it took me a few adapters to get there. Actually kind of powerful for what it is. And just to give you a scale, if you're unfamiliar with this, most portable vacuums are gonna get between 35 and 40 on the scale, and your central vacuums will be 65 to 100 inches of working. So I'll give you an idea of what this has. All right, we're gonna do a pickup test with the LG A9. You may have noticed that the sound has changed. We're using a studio microphone, so you're gonna hear the real sound of the vacuum as it's running. And of course we have fresh pet hair, cat litter, fine sand, and breakfast cereal. Let's see how it does. Again, going back to that quirk, is that I have to turn it on in a weird sequence, so give me a second to do that. So let's go ahead and see if any pet hair was left behind. No pet hair, no cat litter, a little bit of remnants of the fine sand, and I guess we did snowplow a piece of breakfast cereal. And I'm gonna tell you what, the fine sand that's left behind, if they were to add a carpet height adjustment, that would probably fix the issue with this. This actually has enough power to pick up fine sand, unlike most cordless machines. The other thing I've noticed is that the roller is pretty wide, which makes it pretty tangle resistant. The wider the roller, the more tangle resistant it is. Just kind of note how that works. And also there's a very direct air path going into the machine. So all that is good. All right, we switched to the studio microphone. You're gonna hear the real sound of the machine, and we're gonna run it on hard floor. You're gonna see breakfast cereal, fine dust, cat litter, and some fresh pet hair. Let's see how the LG does. Again, give me a second to turn this on its highest setting. Well, it did seem to agitate a little bit of animal hair around and get caught there, but it did clean it up. And I don't know if it shows on camera, but it snow plowed a little bit in the back here. Again, this is more of a carpet attachment. They do make a soft roller, but that's usually worse in my experience. Just for fun, we're gonna try the normal Visselwork floor tool on the end of this. Okay, that did all right. It struggled with the heavier debris. Again, I'm not sure it has really the airflow for this. I guess it is. We look at the width of the nozzle. So really its cleaning capability, this adds 2 inches. It's quite usable though. So should you buy the LG A9? The answer is if the price is right and you feel that you need a machine for quick pickups. As I explained earlier, it doesn't have the capacity or really the practicality to be your only vacuum cleaner, but if you're looking for something for quick pickups, you should definitely consider this. Unfortunately, it is bagless, but everything in this category really is. The upside to this is it's cheap. At the time of filming, I'll put a link here in Amazon, and you can follow that link and it will benefit the channel, but you can see it's sub $300, so it's relatively cheap. And you're getting about the same power and performance that some of the big, larger Dyson models have, but again, it's less than half the price. So there's that. And it's not made in Malaysia by children, so there's that. So if you found this video useful, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. If you really like what we're doing, check out Patreon, where we post early videos and exclusive content, and have yourself a wonderful day.